First off, if there's an amazing person in the comment section, can we timestamp when this video actually starts? Because it's not about to start right now, because I'm about to paint a picture for you guys right away. So here's the thing. Now, if you're watching the video, can you guys just go ahead and close your eyes for a second? I'm going to try to paint a picture for you real quick, right? Now, do me a favor, close your eyes and tell me, can you visualize this? No matter where you live, you're outside of a Walmart. Boom. Walmart just popped in your head, right? You see it. You see some cars going by. You see the double doors. You walk in the double doors. Boom, boom, boom. You go in. You look to your left. You go forward. Boom. All right, that's all I got. Whatever. If you pictured it, you pictured it. All right, much love. So, yo, fam, what's going on? Life of Rio here. I freaking love you guys, man. I've been having fun with videos. You guys know it. So what we're going to be talking about today is Kuva in the Kuva survival. Now, if you guys remember from the last video, you guys gave me some amazing feedback. And what I want from you guys today is just to hit me up in the comment section and let me hear all your feedbacks. I'm going to be reading everything. My comment sections have been lit all over. You guys are amazing. And you give some of the best ideas, and I freaking love it. And you guys encourage me and help me come up with video ideas. So I love you guys for that one too. So here's the thing. I'm going to give you guys my feedback, and what's going to happen is you're probably going to look at my feedback in two different ways. You're probably going to think to yourself like, man, this boy is dumb as dirt. And you're probably going to write in the comment section and thinking, how can you be dumb as dirt? It's not supposed to make sense to me. Just move on. Or you're probably going to be thinking to yourself like, oh my God, Rio, why aren't you running for DE mayor? Good God, dude, you're smart, right? Either one's fine with me. You guys know I don't mind. I take myself not too seriously. So with what's happening right now, is I've seen the development of what's coming with Kuva survival, and it's maybe just a week away from being deployed, and I felt a little way about it. So I was like, I was smoking an unlit cigarette, and I don't even smoke, okay? Don't even question me on what's going on. So basically what's going on here is in the Kuva survival, what they're trying to do is, first off, you guys know, let me paint a picture again. So you know when you're doing a survival, right, and you activate life support, you get like 30% extra life support. That's normal in a survival. That's a normal survival. Now, what Warframe actually did is that they copied excavation for Kuva and put it in a survival. So it's excavation plus survival. Now, the way how this works is that you're still going to have your regular life supports, but now you have to make a decision. You have to think to yourself, like, if you have enough life support, am I going to activate this for life support, or am I going to turn the life support pod into a Kuva siphon? Now, what happens is that there's going to be certain enemies that are running around just like an excavation that have the little, thing on their backs that you bring to the pod. And when you get that, you're then going to bring it and put it to your life support, and that's going to turn the life support into a Kuva siphon that you then have to defend for set amount of seconds. And then after you defend it, you then get Kuva rewarded. Now, since I've gotten that out the way, here's what we got to talk about. I got to give you guys my feedback right here. That's cool and all because, it gives a sense of diversity. It kind of mixes it up, kind of give you a quick defense while playing survival, kind of give you something to do and the options to do so. So, Rio, what's the problem? Well, since you so graciously asked, I wasn't even going to tell you till you asked me. The thing about what's going on here is that that's great, but life support, deciding between that and Kuva, you have to have a lot of life support, right? Before you actually waste one. Now, you're basically shortening your run in the survival because you're taking away life support spawns for that. So you're shortening your runs. So what that's basically doing is that it's making you meta-ish. Now, for all the fanboys out there, keep that same energy when you used to comment on my old videos talking about oh, I'm not about the meta. I just really, I like to play and do what I like. I don't feel like I should be subjected to using this type of frame. Keep that same energy, bro. So the thing about what's happening right now is that it's basically subjecting you to having a Necros or a Ivara. Now, what's going on is that if you want to go far and make it endless, because that's what Warframe pitches, it's endless also. So if it's endless, you're going to need one of those two frames to basically keep it going, because we already know on how Warframe is with the direction that survival is in right now, is that enemies stop spawning RNG isn't the same. I'm gonna tell you guys about RNG in a couple minutes or a couple seconds, whatever it is. The thing about what's going on now is with enemy spawn the way it is, you have to keep your kill speed incredibly fast. Your KPS has to be a thing. Now, I remember when people was like, I don't really need KPS because I don't go far. Warframe even talks about it now. You need kills per second when you're going to be doing Kuva survival with switching between life support and getting Kuva, because you're going to have to make that decision. So the way to keep up life support, if you're trying to get all that Kuva stacked up, is to kill enemies incredibly fast and lucky enough hope that RNG blesses you with mini life support drops. So how do you counter that to really make it better? Go with a Necros. How do you counter that to make it better? Go with an Ivar. Now with that being said, RNG, like I said, isn't the same. And we all notice, I've done numerous amount of tests. The start of every mission has way more RNG for life support than the further up you go. Enemy, you can kill like a good 20 enemies at later rounds and then get about like 2-3 life supports. But at the start, you kill 5 enemies, you get freaking like 8 life support drops. How's that possible? It doesn't make any sense. Now, that's just come from numerous amount of testing. The next thing is that I want to point out to you guys, there's a higher spawn ratio on the Kuva planets when you're doing survival of enemies that are not on other maps, which is weird to me. You get a higher number of enemies on the map in the Kuva fortress than, let's say, MOT and stuff like that. And it's probably because of the dogs and everything else that comes out, and then you know all the little roly balls that jump up and blow up on you. Pause on that as well. But all of those are a chance to get life support, so that's really good. Now, another thing that I want to talk about is that I don't like playing in the Kuva survival, or just say the Kuva planet, I should say. One, the layout is annoying, it's obnoxious. The layout contradicts Warframe's entire mechanic of parkour. It makes it to where you're not supposed to parkour really, and it's kind of hard. It doesn't even fit the style of the running and jumping type mechanic in the game, which is weird. It's a lot of corridors and it's a lot of small areas that keep you confined. And for squishier frames that can't really get out the way, it's really bad, especially if you're trying to do it solo. It's very weird. So having a defensive frame is a must and everything else like that. Now, my other thing with this is just how it's incorporated. I just feel like with the whole idea of deciding between life support and deciding between Kuva, you're going to push people to like, okay, we're going to leave early. Or you're going to have the meta guys that's like, okay, we're going to need a Necros here. We're going to grind it out and get it out, boom, in one go. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is you guys let me know how you feel about this. When Warframe did the test live and they showed it, it showed that they got 50 Kuva. Now, the chat went crazy. Everybody was like, oh my god, 50 Kuva. Oh my god, I wasn't ready. No. And then Warframe was like, oh my god, we threw that number out there to, you know, see if they would react a certain way, and they did. Okay, guys, listen, it's just, we're testing. This is not final numbers. And then, you know, you had Sheldon hit his ear console and was like, hey, Pablo, yeah, we're not going to give them 50 Kuva. Yeah, they didn't like it. We're going to up it. We had to tell them, yeah, it's bad out here, man. It's bad. Take it out the final build. Take it out the final build. We don't want to give them 50 Kuva. And so with that being said, what is a good number for a reward with something like that? What is a good number for you guys to get after you defended it and get all that out the way? What is a good number of Kuva that's a reward? Now, kind of be realistic. Don't go overboard. Is it 400 for every life support spawn? Now, remember, life support spawn, you get a rare one. If you're lucky enough to get a rare one, it can go up to 9. But usually it's 8. So you would multiply 8 times 400. That's a nice amount of Kuva. And you can keep it going if you're good enough with your team. So what is a good enough number that's fair to you, that's going to feel like your time has been met? Now, I'm not going to lie, this is pretty exciting for me, and I think it's cool, and it's a different formation of how you bring things together. But overall, I'm all about meta. If you don't like meta, I really don't care, bro. We got different opinions. You're going to hate me, and I'm still going to say love you, bro. You probably get triggered. But the thing about it is, I like doing stuff like this that's challenging. Now, the other thing is doing this with a Banshee and a solo. It really kind of dictates what kind of frame you use, because you want a frame that can defend, and you want a frame that excels very well at doing a lot of damage and having a lot of kills per second. So like a Banshee, it's going to be pretty weird at high level solo. You can get to the high level solo if you definitely if you're skilled, but at the same time having to defend something as well, it kind of takes a lot of frames out of play. You see what I mean? It's going to be kind of weird. A Rhino would be good. You already know I'm killing it with an Ashe anyway. Ashe is going to completely destroy the whole thing. It doesn't even matter. Kills per second, and I'm defending it. Don't even ask how I'm defending it. Just know I'm using my secret ninja tool. Alright? And I'm sending out clones to attack for me. Now, Volt is one of the perfect frames that come to mind. Volt is just one of the most balanced frames in the game. Defense and offense. He's freaking fantastic. So, what are you going to be using? What frame are you going to be using? Are you going to tell your buddy, hey bro, don't bring that? And then the other thing that's weird about this one is Ember's nerf. Before Ember's nerf, she would have actually been good for this because keeping enemies at bay with Firequake and everything else like that while defending and having people to attack would have been pretty cool, you know. But Necros just seemed like one of the go-tos, especially with Terrify. Dude, I don't know. I mean, I like it, but at the same time, I'm like, is it really endurance though? Because they would have to fix survivals with this current condition, and if they fix survivals, and they would have to increase RNG, man. RNG can't be the same. Now people say, how can you fix RNG, bro, when it's RNG? It's not no goddamn RNG. We call it RNG, but the thing about it is that RNG at the start has a percentage of drops, and then later on you go that it keeps dropping further down, and I don't understand why. You see what I'm saying? And this happens in every mission. Go and start a mission in a survival and then start killing enemies at the first 15 to 20 minutes. You get tons of life support, more than you would ever need. And then you try to not pick some up just so you don't waste it and go over 100%. The other thing is that I find a problem with all the life support that you guys see on the screen for me is that when you don't pick up the life support because you have so much, it goes away because Warframe has this thing to where they don't keep too much things on the playing field so that it doesn't increase lag. I feel like if there's anything that's gonna go, it should be ammo. It should be anything else like that. It should be the little endo drops that you pick up. It should be the little credits that you pick up. Life support should never despawn. It should never despawn. It's the most critical and important thing in the mission for you. And if you guys look at the bottom left down there, you see all those life support, but that's actually going to end up going away later on as I did the mission, which is just completely weird to me. And I look at it like, wow, you can't have too much life support. And it's not too much life support. It's just so many things on the ground. I think credits and ammo and everything else should go away because you can make ammo plates and the credit that's on the ground isn't even substantial. Come on now. Like, what are we doing? You see what I'm saying? But that's just the main thing. I feel like it should never despawn. And as you guys can see, it's gone. You see what I'm saying? It's so weird. I think something as critical as that to your entire mission should never go away. But you guys give me your thoughts. What do you guys think about it? How do you guys feel about it? You guys know we chat here. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section, man. I freaking love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Our channel has been, listen, our channel, because you guys have helped build this channel to such a high level, and I freaking love you guys so much. And thank you guys for accepting me for being myself, man. I have fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys have an amazing day. Stay amazing. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. Check out my Discord if you guys want some builds. I love you guys, and I will check you guys later on the next Warframe video. Can't wait to hear you guys in the comment section. Much love, guys.